Howdy folks, high value DMD. Don't just give me your subscription, but please let me earn it. Let me earn your like and let me earn your comment. Where have all the good fathers gone? This video is inspired by a clinic story that I have for you today. Just the other day, a young lady comes into my clinic. She's about 21 or 22. And nowadays I consider that probably mentally probably 16 or 17. This young lady is just going through life. She doesn't have any real plans. She doesn't have direction. She's got this young kid in tow with her that's probably 1 or 2. And it seems like she got wrapped up with the wrong guy. And basically, she needs treatment, right? She's got cavities. She needs filling. She needs work done. She's got this kid running around all over my operatory, and to tell you the truth, I had to tell her. I said, "Hey, this can't happen. This isn't safe. He needs to be sat down somewhere if we're going to do any treatment in the future." She had a friend there with her that day to sort of corral the kid, but the friend wasn't doing that great of a job. And I said, "Is there any place that can keep this kid or anybody that can watch this kid?" She said no. It's very sad, very sad. This young lady, she needs a leader in her life. She needs somebody to direct her path, to help her to make good choices. And ultimately, I do think young women, they need that. But I also think young men need that too. Everybody in general needs leadership and experience from people that have already gone through life, that have it all figured out, or at least more of it figured out. And I see a couple failures. I don't know this person at all, but I see probably a couple failures by 2 men in this young lady's life. I'm curious as to where this lady's father is. If this young lady had a father in her life, then that father would step up to be able to watch the kid. That father would be providing for his own wife, and then would be able to provide a stable place for his grandkid to be watched. And so then his daughter can be taken care of. So I am assuming that her father is a failure. It only makes sense to me. Or it may be that her father's just fed up with her and has disowned her. So I think this is incumbent upon this young woman too. So there's burden in a lot of places that can be shared. But another place I think a man has failed is this young woman, the person that she chose to be intimate with, seems to be no longer in the picture. And I was very, very fortunate. God blessed me so much to have 2 loving parents, and their relationship hasn't always been perfect, but they're still together. And I can't even, you can't even put a price on that, and you can't even measure the damage that has been done to a whole line of people by a man stepping out on the woman that he had sex with and the woman he fathered a child with. He has sown years and years of destruction and hurt and poverty. This young woman probably doesn't have anything to herself, and so she's going to live a mediocre life and a bad life, unfortunately, probably. And the only way out of these situations is to ultimately surrender everything you got to God and trust in God, and to lean on a community of Christians and believers that maybe could lift you up and help you. That's the first thing I would recommend is, hey, look, whatever you believe, it doesn't matter what you believe right now. You need people to help you. And there's probably churches around, and there's probably retired people in a church that would be more than happy to watch your kid for you while you go get your dentistry taken care of. And that's where a faith community can really come into play. I don't want to bash men completely, but it seems like there's a lot of elements to this, because in some ways people want to take away the leadership role from men, but if men are let off the hook so easily, a lot of men are weak, and they'll take that out, so to speak, and then they won't rise to the challenge, and they won't amount to much, and then they'll just be lazy schmucks, so to speak. I don't think you can ever give men the easy way out. I don't think you should put men in easy situations. Men need to be put in difficult situations for us to rise up and to be better. Otherwise, I feel like we will just be lazy, you know? I think the feminist movement and how we view men and women and how they interact with each other, I think it has really perverted what men think their job is. They think, oh, well, women are just as capable of this and that, and so we can just go do our own thing. And then I've talked at nauseum about how relationships are just in the world of online dating and hookup culture in the postmodern era after birth control came to be. There's just no more skin in the game. With abortion so prevalent and birth control, people just want to have all their fun, and then they just want to go their own separate way. And it's just tough. And I would say in our society today, there's not much as a sense of honor and respect. Our communities today are less trusting than they used to be. And in some ways, this may be a positive thing, but there's more different people, there's more diversity. But with those things comes more mistrust in a community, lack of cohesion in a community, and different values, and integrity is gone, and honor is gone, and it used to be that if a man ran out on his wife, that his whole community would just ostracize him. They wouldn't have anything to do with them, because, dude, you're a piece of junk, man. You walked out on your wife and your kid. But nowadays, it's just not like that. People can just kind of get off scot-free, and then you've got the legal system that can take care of that, and I guess get some alimony or whatever. But it's just a sad situation that I saw, and that is all far too common. And like I said, that will sow for generations to come just damage, unless this young child, unless they just end up in a prison and they don't end up having kids of their own. But it's just something else, man. There's a couple things you can do to beat poverty, and they say graduate high school, number 1. Don't have a child until you're married. And man, I forgot the third one. I had this conversation the other day with my fiance, but yeah, there's a couple things that will guarantee you to not be in this situation in poverty. And essentially it boils down to just being responsible. Anyway, this video is getting a little long-winded. I will leave you at that. I hope I earned your subscription. I hope I earned your like, and I hope I earned your comment. Let me know what you think below. Until next time.